What is up, risk takers? Um, Today I will be playing the North America Caribbean map. Currently ranked 316. I went on a crazy good run with that Pangea map, which was the map of the week last week. Didn't really drop too many games, minus those that I had two connection errors. I would love it if maybe I'll put some money into this game and see if I can get a regular game to fire on Pangea with my settings, because I do really enjoy that map and I'm quite competitive at it. So here we have, I decided to put in a 4-human opponent with 1 AI game. First act we have Find the Flag of India. Good Loopy, 83 wins, 497 losses. Second act we have a player that dropped, so we have an AI. We have Find the Flag of Germany. Nothing to be afraid of. I'm in the 4th position. And then we have another... okay, so we only have 2 human opponents, try as I might. 2 human opponents, 3 AIs. So, first act, we are taking a nice long time. Let's see if he runs out his clock. Okay, so we're going in the Caribbean. Haiti, 4 on 2. Okay, so this is probably a clear beginner. Yeah, 83, 497, not great. Bot. Okay, so I'm not afraid of too much stiff competition from my opponents. A couple things to note about this map. So, these are the continent breakdowns. It's possible to hold. Not likely, but possible. This corner tends to be the one that holds the most. This map has 3 corners, essentially. It has this area up in Canada, which doesn't tend to be occupied by anyone. This is where I like to hang out. It has this bit of Mexico. And, of course, this corner, South America, which is actually valuable because you can defend it from 2 positions. And expand that into Central and still defend it from these 2 positions. So this is where my opponents often like to hang out. I like to go here because it's the most sort of open space that ends up being uncontested. And as is my normal playstyle, I like to hide and be as unoffensive as possible for as long as possible until it is revealed to my opponents that they will be unable to defeat me, but by then it is too late. So, I shouldn't do that because green is in that corner though, so I'm going to leave myself a path out, let green hopefully thin themselves out, and then I take the corner, or I leave myself the option to go another way. So, we have an AI and AI. Okay. So I'm paying attention to what green and what orange does. Standard settings apply. 60-second turns, balance splits for rolls, progressive cards. No fog, no novices, and no blizzards. And back to green. Okay, green has established themselves in their corner. That's fine. I'll take the other corner of Canada and the northern piece of the Great Plains. That's fine. I can expand out of that direction just as easily, and then I'll be out of this guy's face. Fine. Green plays an aggressive, sends an aggressive signal. Don't mess with my corner. I'll accept the signal. I want to appear as passive as possible and survive as long as possible. He kind of hooked out though, so I have half a mind to go in, but I'm not going to. That would be too aggressive for this moment. I'm going to put my troops here and just take this piece of northern Mexico, southwest US, and move my 9 over. Which should be a clear enough signal to my opponents that I'm going the other way. And let them both hang out in the northeast. And all this mess in the Caribbean. So map is pretty decently large, which means I do want to maintain 2 separate exclave armies of about 10 points each for the matching turn. That's when we're all holding 5 and the cards start to go from 6, 8, 10, 12, and 15 to values that are really worth something. 4 on 3 is no good. My F3 is preserved. Let's see if I can consolidate that. Perfect. Yeah, so we have this unoccupied space that I'm just going to fill. Flow like water into the unoccupied space. There's your Risk Sun Tzu for you for the day. I do enjoy the metaphor of water. How do you beat water? Right? You ask the tide not to come in. So losing endeavor. Green's making terrible attacks. It's obvious that they're not very good and they don't really know what they're doing, so I'm not terribly afraid. Four on two is another bad attack by the AI. But they hold the continent, so I'm kind of incentivized to break at this point. Because I'm the only person who's really in this corner. Orange continuing a string of nonsensical moves. The other school of thought is to let purple have the continent, and then you have a strong AI expanding out, occupying space along with me, which makes my opponents easier to kill in the late game. I think I'm going to do that instead. I might lose this 3, but I'm not too worried about that. And how about I bolster it by 1 just to hope that I get to keep it? That's my play. Let's let purple hold and expand out into the rest of the board, such that I'm going to occupy this corner and flank them in the end, but also let them take out as much of my opponents as they can. I like having a strong AI do the dirty work for me, if at all possible. Yellow's going to work on the plains some more. 4 on 2, another bad attack. Piss it away. Okay, they get their card there. So yeah, so I should be occupying much of this space in my next turn. Okay, what does green do? Really looks like my opponents are spinning their wheels. So green didn't get a take. So that is an unintentional repositioning of themselves from the front to the back of the matching sequence, but they are pissing away their troops, so I figure they're not doing it on purpose. Do something, green, or you will fall by the wayside. The move on my turn is going to be to bring these 4 into my corner, assuming they survive. And then yellow is going to finish this continent instead of continuing to work on the plains. Seven on 3. Sorry, orange. The bot has chosen you. Okay, so the purple bot's going to work on this continent, and I want to convince the yellow bot to work on this continent, such that I'm occupying the corner. Corners tend to be the safest place to hang out. I like big maps with corners. And there we go. So whichever way purple decides to go, it can't really hurt me. And yellow is now looking kind of weak. So if these 2 in Panama and this 1 in New England gets taken, yellow is in a straight track to just being knocked out by me. Holding 4 cards just like everyone else. Do I have a match? I do. If the opportunity knocks, I will use it to take out a player, but I don't usually like to match and kill in the first sequence. I want to wait until the second sequence when the matches are actually worth real troop numbers. Okay, green is not reinforcing any of their exclaves. They are on the one large army plan. How much of it is a plan? Your guess is as good as mine. Green really playing like a beginner. Take your time. There we go. So, yellow's lost one of their exclaves. Let's see how we can do about this southern one. Then yellow will be very easy for me to pick off. Orange is not looking much better. 17 troops. That's the way this story is going to go. I'm going to take out orange. I'm going to take out yellow. Let purple and blue be strong, then I'll take out green. I will have effectively won the game. Okay, as predicted. Purple goes for their second continent. Oh, and they break! Making yellow even weaker. Blue's going to go south with this large army. Knock, knock, knock. Maybe take the whole continent and fill in this gap, and then they'll have a large contiguous position. Orange has taken the Caribbean, which is valuable if they expect to hold it, but they won't, because Green's large army is right next to them, and they're in the center of the action. There's no way all of the AIs plus Green is going to allow them to hold that continent, so I'm not remotely worried about that. I'm going to knock off these two pieces of the Great Plains and move my advanced force into a consolidated position. And I'll be holding 5, so I'll be matching next turn with an eye to kill yellow as long as this bit is gone, which is as likely to occur as not. Let's see if blue does the job for me. 1, 2, 3, give it to me. 1, 2, and 3. Yes. There we go. Here's the problem now, though, is yellow's going to match in on 4, and then they'll only be holding 2 cards, which isn't as attractive of a take. Yellow matches in. But I'll take the 2 cards. Defeating 19 troops is not really that difficult at this point. Make it 18. Yep. Make it 17. Perfect. Purple's going to eat into that a bit and make them an easy take for me. But who knows? Maybe orange does it instead. Let's see if orange gets aggressive. Blue continuing to play like they have not had any plan and they don't know what they're doing. I expect blue to break orange. The inclination to break other people's continents is a hallmark of more beginner playstyles. I tend to try my best to let people hold, if at all possible. Okay, green matches early. What are you going to do with all of that value you just redeemed? Piss it away? God, this guy's taking the whole turn every time. Just do something. Cool move, bro. Alright. No question in my mind. As long as orange doesn't do it for me, I take yellow on my turn. Orange matching in. Putting their troops in blue's way. Very interesting. See, this is actually a good move for them. They'll take this corner, and they'll have 2 continents now. And they'll be fighting with the blue AI, not me. Or they just do that. Sure. Evaporate your bonus, destroying blue's big army. Fine by me. Okay, orange holds 2. Blue's down to 16 troops. Let them go a turn, and then they are the fish after yellow. Do I break the Caribbean? Yes, I do. Come at me, bro. Yep, so now I'm in a great position. I can defeat blue next turn. Maybe green as well. Pretty sure I win this game. Let's waste everyone's time not thinking and not doing anything because we're green. Part of me wants to kill this guy as quickly as possible just to speed up the game. Let's use our entire clock. Stop wasting my time. Has he finally gone offline? Is it a connection problem? This is sad. Okay. That turn was completely wasted. I bet you breaking Orange's continent really pissed them off. Purple broke my 2, which should disincentivize Orange from coming at me, but we'll see what they do. Maybe they have a match and they just reef into me. That would be fun. Has green gone offline? No, green's just not playing. Alright, match again. Take blue. Seems like a good play. Alright. Lunchtime?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I should just kill green now for being annoying. The punishment for being annoying in Risk is death. And now because the jig is up, now I just beat the crap out of Orange because there's nobody left alive but him and me. Cool. What are you going to do about that, Orange? Good luck. Whatever Orange does at this point, they can't defeat me. They're going to crack into me with a match, and that's fine. The only chance they have is to spend their match killing purple. But I don't think they can successfully kill purple. So what they're going to do is they're going to match and punch me really hard. I'm going to punch them really back with my match, and then I'm going to win the game that way. But purple's only 5, so I should just kill purple first. I put my troops here, in the nexus of purple. Take out that corner, take out the rest. Take the 5 cards, match again. looks like Orange is playing with their animations on, so there's no way they can do enough damage to me for it to be meaningful. Oh, they're even going to help me out by hurting Purple. Sure, that makes it even easier for me to win the game. I'll wish him a good game now. Maybe he thought he had enough time to defeat Purple? I'm not sure what the thought process here was, but too late now. And this is the game. Feels good. 5 cards for me. Cards, a lot of cards. Let's see if I rank up to above 300. Alright, there we have it. Pretty classic game for this map. Defeating 2 beginners, we went up to 310, and this is my win-loss ratio current. So, until next time, I hope some of that was of value for you, and informative, and fun, and all of that good stuff. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.